You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Joe Burrow, and then we're going to talk about the Ravens Bengals. This also involves the Steelers because I guess and I did the video the other day, we all watched Joe Burrow and his somber mood, leading many people to say, including myself, to point and go, oh, Carson Palmer. We all remember Carson Palmer famously got fed up with the way the Bengals organization, more particularly the owner, conducted himself, the team he put around. You know, now, one's got to be fair. They made sure to bring back Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, both of them. And a lot of teams maybe wouldn't have done that. They'd have kept one of the two and let the other one bounce and not spent that kind of money, especially in light of the fact that, well, that Cincinnati Bengals defense is still straight trash, homie. It's bad. But Burrow's dealt with a lot of injuries, and there's been a lot of rehabs. And he just come out and basically said he's not happy anymore. That led, of course, insert every fan base across the NFL that potentially needs a quarterback to say, we'll take Joe Burrow right here. Well, that included Steelers fans, and, well, you can forget it. I can't imagine anybody thought that was actually going to happen, but it's not going to happen. That got shot down. All right? Now, we know the Steelers don't necessarily have a franchise quarterback, right? In case you're wondering, this is exactly what Burrow said. Quote, do I have fun playing? I mean, how much? Winning's always fun, but in general, was it fun as before? No, I wouldn't say it was that way, Burrow said in a group of reporters. If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I have been through a lot. If it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? That is the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table. So that was his comments, right? So, like I said, that led every fan, Cardinals, Jets, Vikings, Steelers, Raiders, and I'm like, Joe Burrow leaving the Bengals to go to the Cardinals? ? The Raiders? ? I could understand him wanting to go to the Steelers. It's just not going to happen. You know, I could understand him maybe wanting to go to the Vikings. He's not becoming a Steeler. He's not going to a hated rival in division. This is not Donovan McNabb at the end going from the Eagles to the Redskins. Well, maybe a trade is on the table for Cincinnati, but is not going to be with the Steelers. Quote, we have no intention of trading Joe Burrow whatsoever. A Bengals source has told the Steelers on SI. But if that day ever came, he would not be a Pittsburgh Steeler. I mean, again, I cannot imagine a world where anybody legitly gave that a second thought, I hope. It was never going to, he's not going to the Ravens. He's not going to the Browns. Good Lord, why would he want to? I mean, you think Mike Brown's bad? Get you a load of Jimmy Haslam. Slip into the slippery, cold reptilian covers known as Jimmy Haslam. We talk a lot of Browns on this channel. How about some David Tepper? I want that. Michael Bidwell. I still think the Raiders are kind of interesting, but again, you got an organization that ain't run great. Niners? Yeah, I could see that. Kyle Shanahan. Rams? Sure, why not? Vikings? Makes a lot of sense. If I'm the Bengals, I'm fighting this tooth and nail. I'm doing whatever I can to make this dude happy. But the Bengals got to solve this defense issue they got that continues to knock them out of the playoffs. Look, Joe Flacco played more than well enough to keep them in some winning games. His statistics since hitting the Bengals, they're damn good. I mean, they're Pepsi challenge with anybody in the league for the games he's been with the Bengals. But that defense can't stop anything at all. Joe Burrow was never going to the Steelers. Ravens-Bengals will be played in a very cold condition. No shit. Well, it's going to be the coldest game in Baltimore Ravens history. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is looking to have fun again on Sunday in Cincinnati. It'll be zero fun, sir. It's currently below zero there right now. Reporting from Cincinnati on NFL Network's Game Day Morning, Bridget Condon says it's currently -1 degrees. She also said that today's game will be the coldest in Baltimore Ravens history. That's amazing. That's crazy. Temperatures at kickoff could warm to 11 degrees. 11 degrees. I don't know about you guys. I can't wait for this Packers-Broncos situation. It obviously won't be the coldest game in Bengals history. That happened in January of '82 when the Bengals hosted the Chargers for the AFC Championship. The temperature at kickoff was 9 below with a -23 wind chill. Woo! And wasn't it close to zero for the Chiefs-Dolphins playoff game? The one where you could tell after the first series of the game, Tua Tagovailoa and the rest of the Dolphins were like, nah, we're good. we're doing our 3 and outs. We're going back to the heated bench by the heater. I mean, you could tell that and them cold games have always bothered Miami, but you could tell that game Miami had tapped out after series 1. That was a game. Couple of things about that entire playoff situation. That was the playoff run where you had the multiple Chiefs fans that they found dead in a backyard, frozen to death, and then you find out they took some drugs from their homeboy, and it became this big deal, this scandal. We covered that on Black and White Sports too. And multiple people from that game, the Dolphins game, multiple Chiefs fans were hospitalized with frostbite after the game. I remember that. I think somebody lost a foot or a hand, something like that, because of frostbite. And there's always that one retard that ain't got a shirt on. Tell me what you think. Hands off, Joe Burrow. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.